Some say it's a trendy fragrance made for hipster, whilst the other says that between 2013 and 2014, if you had gotten into the New York subway, 1 out of 3 people would have been smelling like sandalwood and cedar. As Olivia Fleming from the New York Times wrote, it transformed from a cult secret whispered through waft of sandalwood and cedar, only detected by those in the know, to a predictable fragrance in New York, Paris and London. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce my next fragrance review, Santal 33 by Labo. Price tag for this one, 50 ml £168, 100 ml £230 and 15 ml £72. Whereas for my American friend, $230 for the 50 ml, $322 for the 100 ml and $99 for the 15 ml. Ciao amici and welcome back to my channel. For those who already stumble upon my content, and welcome for the newcomer. I'm Salvo from Noble Nose, and without further ado, let's dive into this wonderful review. But before we start, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more scents review just like this one. Santal 33, I still remember the first time that I encountered it. I was with my girlfriend in the London Underground, and when I leaned in to kiss her, I noticed she smelled different. The smell was elegant, and it reminds me of those gentlemanly Italian dress shops that I used to frequent with my father when I was young. Those ones which smell like leather from the stately armchair and wood from the old oak shelves. With all the fame that this fragrance has earned over the year, can you imagine that it was meant to be in the beginning? In fact, when Frank Voelk, the then nose of Labo, walked through his employer's office, Penot and Roski, to propose this fragrance, they just pushed it back by telling him, you know what, just make a candle or a room spray, because we don't think that this can be a personal fragrance. So they launched the candle named Santal 26, which unfortunately didn't sell widely in the market. Then they decided to restock to a hotel called the Gramsci Park Hotel. Long story short, one day Penot was in a bar when he noticed that someone was smelling very good, and when he asked the gentleman, it turned out that he was wearing Santal 26, maybe the room spray. He went straight back to the office and asked Voelk to develop a personal fragrance with this component, and well, the rest is history. The appearance of the bottle. The appearance of the bottle represents the brand personality, embodying this concept of personalization and craftsmanship. In fact, each bottle, in addition to be filled on the spot when purchased, it has a label which includes the place where it was bought, the date, and for whom the fragrance is intended. Honestly, I like this added detail because it creates a personalized and more bespoke experience, almost as if the fragrance was created just for me on the spot. So the notes of this fragrance are sandalwood, leather, papyrus, cardamom, iris, violet, and amber. Before I tell you my thoughts about this fragrance, let me clarify that despite its fame, this is one of those perfumes that smell different to each person. In fact, some review online mention these pickle juice notes that I cannot detect, whilst other says that the smell reminds them of a barn or old paper. Why am I telling you this? Because of the binary nature of the fragrance, i.e. you love it or you hate it. I don't want you to waste money on something that you might not like. So my advice to you is, if you want to try this fragrance, first buy a sample and only then buy the bottle, because you might end up either really disappointed with this fragrance or in love. Okay, let's spray it and see what I can detect it. The consistency of this fragrance, as all the oil-based fragrance, is quite dense and oily. The first notes that almost everyone who loves this fragrance can detect is sandalwood, and of course it should be, given that the name of the fragrance literally translated from French to English is sandalwood. But not for me. The first notes for me, which is quite strong, is leather. It's like that I'm smelling one of those vintage leather jacket, or as I say, the leather armchair. Then it comes the dry woody papyrus, and only at the end the sandalwood. I cannot detect the cardamom, iris or violet, but I can detect at the really end as a base note the amber after 1 or 2 hours that I wear it. So what I think about every time that I smell this fragrance. When I smell this fragrance, I think about those exclusive high-end gentleman stores that I used to frequent with my father as a child. The wood is smoky and dark, and there are large leather armchair for the clientele being shown the bales of a fabric for their next suite. Another image that comes into my mind every time that I smell this fragrance is one of those vintage cars with a shiny leather interior. For me, this fragrance owes the old school elegance, which is mysterious and charming. With its predominant sandalwood and leather notes, this fragrance portrays a personality of someone who embodies confidence with a preference for distinctive and rich aromas. It appeals to those who are drawn to spicy, unique and woody fragrance, suggesting a personality that is both bold and enigmatic. Thus, it's perfect for a person who is adventurous, independent, appreciates tradition, but also enjoys making statements with their fragrance, resonating with both men and women who appreciate authenticity in their scent choice. Sillage and longevity. Well, this is a really controversial argument because people say that it has a really strong sillage that earns a easily 8 out of 10, as well as longevity that can last for about 12 hours. However, this is not the case for my girlfriend and I. For me, there is a really weak sillage, at least in the humid, cold weather, and in my experience, it can last for about 5 hours. So my rating for this is 4 out of 10 for the sillage and 5 out of 10 for longevity. So when to wear Santal 33 by Le Labo? Santal 33 by Le Labo is versatile enough to be worn throughout the year, particularly suited for fall and winter. Its woody scents blend very well with any weather, although its scent becomes enhanced in extreme heat. Suitable for both formal and casual occasion, it can be worn for special evening, romantic date nights, everyday wear, because it performs really well in crowded place as well as in intimate setting. As in my previous review of Montalehood Night, be prepared for mixed reaction with this fragrance as well. For deep, rich, spicy fragrance like this one that has a dark notes like leather, the scents risk to remain stuck in the heaviest note, nor revealing the richest, sweetest sandalwood that helps to balance out the intricate fragrance like this one. So that's why I strongly recommend you to try out this fragrance before buying it. In wrapping up our exploration of Santal 33, we have uncovered a fragrance that transcends a mere sense to evoke a rich tapestry of emotions and memories. From its inception as an unconventional proposal to its rise as a staple in the aromatic wardrobe of the discerning, Santal 33 journeys mirrors the unpredictable and deeply personalized nature of fragrances. It stands as a reminder of the power of a fragrance to capture the essence of moments and memory, appealing to those who seek depth and distinction in their fragrance choice. Yet, it also highlights the importance of a personal experimentation in finding out the fragrance that truly resonates with you. Whether it evokes the elegance of a bygone era or the warmth of a cherished memory, Santal 33 invites you to make it part of your own story. Well, my dear friend, we came to the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts and experience with the Santal 33 in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this review, please share, like and subscribe for more. And before you go, remember that perfume is an escape, a doorway to another world, a utopia where you can feel and be anything you want. See you in the next video.